God, this guy needs to go away. I can't wait till he does. I can't wait till they find some shit on him, especially because what he brings up when he talks on this clip that I'm like, do you have a history in this? And I'm keeping it vague because I don't know if you guys actually watched the clip.
No,
but
I didn't get a chance. I forgot.
no, I'm glad you didn't, because just hang on a sec. Here we go.
Here in New York City, wearing a MAGA hat is like being openly gay in 1950. And I'm not exaggerating. You will get your ass beat.
You are
You
exaggerating.
will not last at a bar in Harlem.
Well, don't go to fucking Harlem
Go to Harlem. Yeah.
with a MAGA hat on.
I mean, they shouldn't beat you. They shouldn't. That's
I
the
think
wrong
I
thing
think
to
he's
do.
exaggerating. I
Well,
think he's talking
I
about
don't
cases.
think that's
seriously,
happening.
I think, yeah, he's
I
definitely
don't
exaggerating,
think that's
but
happening because black people are terrified of the police by and large, and beating a white man in a MAGA hat is a good way to get killed by police.
yeah.
You might
But,
get yelled at though.
Kevin-
You might get yelled at. You're right. That's
You
exactly
would.
what.
Yeah, you would absolutely
that's
get,
what-
you would
that's
absolutely
what-
get yelled at and driven out of the bar. Yeah.
That's what being gay is like. Is
I think
being
Gavin doesn't
welcome.
he doesn't quite understand that New York was one of those few places where you probably could have been openly gay and still been all right.
He is aware of
Little
Broadway, right?
But not
I mean, New York,
really.
I mean, we're talking about, like, social change tends to come from major
There were
metropolitan
circles.
areas.
There were
I
circles.
mean, yeah, there were
circles. I mean, if you
circles,
lived in the village in
I
the
mean,
50s,
my
yes,
mom,
you know.
My mom in Idaho in the 70s was friends with the gay kids in her class.
Yeah.
They weren't late 70s, but they weren't like open, but she knew they were gay. And then when I was a kid and gay was still really, really taboo, I knew there were gay people. My mom, I'll never forget his name. I'll never forget him. Juan. I loved Juan because he would speak Spanish with me because he was Puerto Rican, and I was learning Spanish in Catholic school. And Juan was a delight. And then I asked if Juan had a girlfriend because, you know, heteronormativity is
Yeah.
our culture. It wasn't my fault that I asked that. She goes, "No, he has a boyfriend. It's his life. He's his life partner." And I went, "Huh?" And she goes, "Some boys like boys." And I went, "Oh,
Curb, 1 inch high, got over it.
yeah."
Back on my
It's
life.
not hard for kids to accept it. Like, I remember the conversation where she explained to me that some boys like boys, and I was like, "Ah." Like, it didn't break my brain. I was just like, that makes sense.
Let's let Gavin, you know, leader of the Proud Boys, you know, a men's social club, get on with talking about this topic where
We try it all the time and get booted out. There's many bars that openly say you cannot be here. If you go into a bar wearing a MAGA hat, people start getting uncomfortable. The bartender will ask you to leave.
then you should fucking leave then.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah,
say we don't want you here,
Political identification is not a protected class
No, not at all.
especially not in New
because
York,
you can
no.
actually change your political identification. You see,
day to day,
Right.
hour to
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah. But the thing is, those hats, those are to even wear one around, you are being intentionally
a middle
productive.
Yeah.
Intentionally provocative. So yeah, if you wear one of those hats walking into a bar in Harlem, you are an asshole.
you're absolutely asking.
You're picking for a fight. Is
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah,
doing.
you are.
So
Well,
yeah,
hang on.
Yeah.
Let's let
Now,
him
if you
say
walk
some more.
into a bar in Harlem, male or female, wearing a really low cut shirt, you're not asking for it
no.
because there is no statement attached to that. There's none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Politely, people yell at you on the street and spit on you. This is because you support the president of the United States.
No,
Who's
no,
a
it's not.
bigot and a racist and who's absolutely disgusting. And
You're
since
not wearing-
since Andrew Jackson, probably the most disgusting president we've ever had. And
Yeah.
yes, I will always disparage the memory of Andrew Jackson. He
Yeah,
was
he
a
was-
fuck.
Yeah, he was a fuck. He was a
You're
fuck.
not wearing a MAGA hat because you like Trump's fucking international policy. You're not wearing it because you like his non-fucking work on DACA or anything like that. You're wearing it because it sends a message to other people that I'm okay with bigotry. I'm
Yeah.
okay with sexism.
Yeah.
I'm okay with transphobia. I'm okay with being a fucking
Yeah.
shut off hermit country again.
Yeah,
Like a
it's
preach.
a dog whistle. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
That's all it fucking is. And if you're wearing one to a fucking Harlem bar,
That's openly disrespectful.
Yeah. Especially
know the
if they have
fucking
a-
culture of
Look.
things that you're going into. You
But
know?
Okay,
If-
right
if-
now, dressed as I am, which is super white because I'm wearing leggings, I would feel comfortable walking into a Harlem bar. In fact, I would probably be treated fairly nicely because I'm a nice person.
Me going into one with a fucking Sonic t-shirt on, they probably would not give a fuck about it. They're like, oh yeah, he's just here for a beer. I don't care.
Yeah.
They'd
know.
be like, they might give you looks like, what's this white guy doing here? Because we would be out of place because we'd be the
Sure.
minority.
Oh,
But-
except in the gentrified areas, you know.
Yeah, except
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Except
But guess what?
But that's a whole nother fucking
That's
20
another-
minute
that's a
show on that.
whole other
The
topic.
thing is that if we walked into a predominantly black bar, barring it being known for gang activity, which is
Yeah.
going to be the minority drastically.
Yeah.
But just any neighborhood bar in New York, fuck. I went into a wine bar in Brooklyn. In Brooklyn. All right. And guess what? Half the patrons there weren't white. Half my
And you know
party
what?
wasn't
They
white.
probably didn't even bat a fucking
No
eye.
one
No.
cared.
Yeah.
No
However,
one cared.
If you were to walk into that wine bar with a fucking MAGA hat on,
Oh, the bartender would not have been nice.
Yeah.
And that's
and he
not,
would say, please leave.
it actually is discrimination, but it's not discrimination of a protected class. Because the
Yeah.
thing is that you can
Yeah.
take off a MAGA hat
Yeah, you can.
and not openly biggity.
Yeah.
Biggity. All right,
fuck.
let's get back to it. Here we go.
At one point, I said on stage, you know, you're treating us like pedophiles. It's like there's
What? No.
Oh.
He did that whole openly gay thing, and now he's dragging it over to pedophile for some
Of
reason.
course he is.
Why
Because
would he
Weird that
do
he would
that?
those two things equal demonization in society. It's
Well,
almost like gay has been often conflated with pedophilia, which are very different experiences.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. I wouldn't have a problem with someone assuming that I was gay. I would have a problem with someone assuming that I'm a fucking pedophile.
the next guy's going to come out talking about how sexy babies are and arguing for fishnets that are this tall.
And he's doing like fingers close together, like 4 inches
Oh, God.
together,
Oh my
fishnets
God,
that are
you see
this tall.
pedophilia?
Hang on.
Split crotch panties that are this big and little tassels for babies.
Gavin is a
what
child
the
fucker.
fuck?
Nobody comes up with details like that unless they happen to be searching. Check his search history at home, guys.
I was just
No.
talking about giving pedophilia a break. My brain did not get there. Wow.
And he's giggling to himself like, I said something I probably shouldn't have said.
That's really gross.
Just like when I do racist shit.
just
My fans will
sexuali-
love me for
He was
this.
just
That's funny.
sexualizing children as if that was
On
a
air.
joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Because that's
He was
so
like
fucking
the
funny.
Not
Monsters.
children. Not just
Babies.
children, but yeah, infants.
Babies, infants, you know.
And then, by the way, people interpret that as me saying Milo is a pedophile because he was coming out next. Yeah, I hate having to say just kidding.
No.
No.
Milo was not a pedophile. He was
No.
just
He was
giving
a victim.
leeway.
He was a victim of it. And
And he was
no one
saying
has
that-
ever
Well,
has ever said he was.
we said
Well-
this show that not all rape is traumatizing.
No, and
Right.
what I want to focus on
That
instead of
doesn't
Milo,
mean that you get to judge that.
I want to focus on his.
Yeah, it's up to the victim. It's up to the
I want
victim to
It's
determine
always
how
wrong. Oh my God, that's
I
gross.
want you to focus on the fact that he said he hated to have to having to say just kidding.
if you have to say just kidding, your joke is terrible. That's
Unless you're doing actual stand up and saying horrible shit in front of an audience, like as your stand up routine, that's one thing. But you're a news commentary show and you just sexualized infants and you're like,
Just said-
I hate having to say just kidding. Because I really
That
want to
was
express it for
weird.
real.
That was a weird thing that he just said that is deeply
Yeah.
disturbing to me. And again,
See why we have a moratorium on this guy?
Yeah,
Okay,
because
so
don't you?
people with pedophilia who have not acted on it, they deserve help. Gavin is making pedophilia a joke.
yeah, that's
No, he's one of those
not-
people that everything should be able to have a joke made about it. We're not in that
I
camp.
mean,
We'll never be in that
we
camp. So
can. I have a hard time
I mean,
making fun of pedophiles even as a joke concept
yeah,
because it's not
because
funny.
no,
yeah, because even like making fun of them.
Eli
Like-
Bosnick talking about digging up the corpse of Phyllis Schlafly and having his way with it. Funny.
that's funny. That's funny.
Well, okay, so he like makes a character of himself being a pedophile, and it's obviously absurd and obviously
Right.
gross. Okay, so yeah, that's funny because the joke is
That he's a character.
yeah,
The character, not the act itself.
character.
Exactly.
yeah, but that was actually like
This is on par with the I
that
wouldn't
was
even rape you thing
fetishizing.
that
Carl said, fetishizing
so.
children.
Yeah, no, that was gross. That
Yeah,
was
very
that was
much
just
so.
that was just a gross
Literally
thing.
fetishizing children.
He actually has put thought into fishnet stockings and crotchless panties and tassels for their nipples. Like, ugh. What the fuck, Gavin?